Hey everybody, this is Eddie from week one of the counselors. Thanks for joining us. Sorry we couldn't be there in person this year, but I hope your virtual camp is going well. And I'm going to be doing a cooking segment for you today. We're going to be doing a couple different types of pizza that you can do pretty easily at your home. I'm no great chef like Matt Carlson, but I'm hoping that a couple of things that we show you today you'll be able to do at home and you can experiment with and maybe make some cool pizzas of your own. So usually when we make pizzas like this at home, we will do cheese and pepperoni, the usual stuff, but I like to try different things sometimes. So I'll be showing you a barbecue chicken pizza and a breakfast pizza and then a dessert pizza later. So first we'll be working on our barbecue chicken pizza. So we've already shredded up some chicken. We have about a cup of it here. We took it from we kind of cheated. You'll be seeing a lot of that today. I cheated a little bit here and there, as you can tell with the Boboli crusts. So we start with the crust because that's the most important part. I've heard crusts are incredibly hard to make and do right. Maybe you can reach out to Matt. He might have some suggestions for you. But I like these Boboli crusts. They're super easy to use and they taste good too. So for our chicken, I just got a rotisserie chicken from the store this morning. Chopped up about half of it and shredded it up into a cup here. You could also get like chicken cutlets, like the tenderloins, and 2 to 3 of those would probably be about a cup's worth, or 1 chicken breast would be about the same amount. So we're going to mix that with some of the barbecue sauce here. We'll also get about a cup of the barbecue sauce. I'll shake this up a little bit, make sure it's all at the bottom. I like Sweet Baby Ray's, but whatever you like is good too. I know they have like a spicy Sweet Baby Ray's. I'm sure that would be delicious. So we'll get a cup of that. Excuse me. Ugh. There we go. I'll get a little bit more out of this one over here. And then we'll mix it all up. There we go. Should be good. Get a spoon to get all this out of here. Up with our chicken. So what else I can tell you about cooking? I just like to experiment with different things. Always try new stuff. You know, I find a recipe that works for me online, and then kind of make it your own, and you can add different things if you like. See what you like one time, maybe. Like this recipe calls for cilantro. We don't have cilantro, and to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of it, so I just leave it out. That's our other pizza that just finished. Time management is important in the kitchen, as I'm sure Matt Carlson can tell you. Things can get pretty, things beeping and ovens going off and you have bacon burning and, you know, so it's pretty good and mixed. I'm gonna check on this pizza real quick. That's good, probably another minute or two. I'll beep again in the middle of my video the next time. So just make it a little more spicy. You can add some salt and pepper to the mixture, just kind of the taste. We don't like a whole lot, so just gonna add a little bit. Just doing a little bit of salt there. I do like to, I'm gonna throw some over my shoulder. I do like to pour salt into your hand, just so you can kind of tell how much is there instead of just pouring it in. You can't really see those little white crystals. So mix that up real good. Pretty simple. Put some sauce down on the pizza itself, and then I'll put the chicken on top, just to get a little more saucy on there. You can use that same spoon you had to spread it around. Should be good. Thanks for following along with me. Hope you guys have fun making stuff and trying things at home too. Feel free. This is not a whole lot of ingredients here, so feel free to go out and grab some stuff and make it yourself. I think cilantro and onion. Onion's another thing that is on barbecue chicken pizza a lot. Same thing, we're not huge onion fans. All right, that's looking pretty good. We'll also sprinkle some cheese on top. You can do, we're gonna do mozzarella today, but you can do you know, a lot of different types of cheese for this. Monterey Jack or Gouda, a mixture of a couple of different types of cheese. So just kind of sprinkle some on top there. And I think that looks pretty good. That cheese will melt down real nice. And cheese just kind of to taste, maybe a little bit more. Let's see, so then we'll read the instructions where we'll cheat a little bit. So the most important thing, before we start, you want to preheat your oven. So whatever it says to preheat your oven to, it says preheat to 450, which is where we are, and bake for 8 to 10 minutes. So we're going to put this one to the side for now. And just, I'm going to take these out. Found our pan. So we're going to put this on here. I'm going to start it up. Just put it on medium heat. And we're going to take our eggs here, crack them into this awesome cup here. Check this out. It's got my face on it. That was with no beard. That was a long time ago. And it says #1 Merce. Look at that. Pretty cool. All right. So for this size pizza, we're going to use 3 eggs. This is just I think a 12-inch crust. We saw, I forget, 10-inch crust, 8-inch crust. It was a mini crust, a mini original crust. So we'll use 3 eggs for the size. I think I saw for the larger crusts, we're going to use up to 6 to 8 eggs. So we want to scramble them up a little bit. And if we dump these eggs on here just like this, they'll just be all runny and run all over the place. So we just want to put them in a pan and fry them just a couple of minutes until it's like just not runny. You don't want them like super hard and then like scrambled eggs on your pizza because you want them to cook up with like the cheese and the bacon a little bit too. So that is probably just warm enough. We got our spray here. So butter, spray, whatever you like. Spray that down. We have our eggs and a spatula. And we're going to keep them moving in here too. So we're going to try and keep them about the size of your pizza. Keep it moving. Don't gotta worry about flipping it or anything. Probably was like not quite there, but pretty good. Starting to harden up there a little bit in the middle. Maybe another minute. So what else I can tell you about this? Like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out on YouTube or however we figure out how you can reach out and ask us questions. We'll try and help you out. Hope you guys are having a good summer. Oh, and we did already take out the cheese and pepperoni pizza here. And those look pretty good. And we put the buffalo chicken pizza in the oven. It's got a couple of minutes left here. All right, that is probably perfect. So we're going to turn this off. It's still a little soggy in the middle, a little wet. I think that'll be good. It's kind of a fine line between, you know, too wet and too hard, and then you already have scrambled eggs and it's already cooked. And then you put it in the oven, and they're not gonna, let's see. We'll spread them out a little bit. So yeah, just a little runny there. Looks pretty good. Perfect. Sprinkle some cheese over top of them all over. Just like with the other pizza. I'm a little messy with my cheese here. This one can be a little more cheesy. Same thing, I'm using mozzarella again, but you know, feel free to use whatever kind of cheese you like with your eggs. American would probably be good with this one, in my opinion. And we'll sprinkle some bacon on top. Oh, and I just realized this is regular bacon. So I will probably be eating this by myself because I'm the only person in this house that eats regular bacon. We use turkey bacon a lot here. I don't know if you guys like that or if you used it, but that's good to try too. That looks good. So we're gonna put that in the oven here in just a minute. And I don't think I talked about this before, but you do want to leave, pretty obvious, you know, leave a little bit on the outside here for a crust. So you want to leave a good crust on there so you don't get if you're making sauce, you don't want your sauce covering the whole thing, obviously. We'll see how that cooks up in just a couple of minutes. See you guys in a minute. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so we took our barbecue chicken pizza out of the oven, looking really good. We have our breakfast pizza here, looking pretty good as well. Excited to chop into those. But while we're waiting, and we didn't want to start this too early because you'll just see why in a second. We also threw this plain crust into the oven while these were cooking. So we're gonna make our dessert pizza now, which is just Nutella, or like any kind of like chocolatey spread. Some cut up strawberries, bananas. You can experiment with other things that you might like, and maybe a little whipped cream for the top of it too. All right, so we wanted to cook the pizza crust because it's still going to be like a cooked crust, otherwise it would be all chewy. So we're going to have a little bit of a bite to it. We'll take some Nutella. Let's spread it on there. It's like the world's smallest thing of Nutella. Probably need like 7 of them just to make this one pizza. And same thing with the other pizza, we'll just make a little crust, get it all the way over to the edge there. Looks like that was just about perfect. You make the crust as thin or as thick as you want. There we go, that's looking pretty good. Just move it for a second. Okay, and then we can sprinkle our strawberries. I already cut up strawberries, so just make sure you rinse them really good. Recently we've been soaking them in like a little bowl full of water, just to get all the little, you can see all the little floaty things afterwards. It's pretty gross, so make sure you wash your, I almost lost a banana back. Make sure you wash your strawberries really good. Just kind of spread them out evenly. That might be enough. I think I overcut the strawberries. Looks good. Add some banana slices all around there. I am excited for some dessert pizza. You don't want to do this too early because that Nutella can kind of seep into the crust and make it a little soggy. So kind of save this for last, just before you're about to eat it. That looks good to me. All right, so we have those. My hands are a little banana-y. There we go. I'm excited to bite into those. Now we have our whipped cream. Oh, wow. Oh, there we go, got it. Shake it up pretty good. Just a little bit. So this will probably cut down into like, we'll do 4 slices. So we'll do one big one here, one there, one here, one there. And then we can chop it up right here in front of you. One slice that way, one the other way. There we go. That looks delicious. I want to wipe this down before I cut into the, I'll have to wash it. I'm going to wash this, I'm going to cut into these 2 pizzas, and we're going to enjoy them. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys learned something, or at least had fun watching me try not to make a fool of myself and cooking these guys up. If you have any questions, like I said, please reach out. I'm sure me or Matt would be happy to answer them. And I hope you guys have a great virtual week at camp. See ya!